He was in a public function. His friends were, there rejoicing with him. Some pictures were taken, and those pictures went viral. And everybody saw those pictures.
But there were assumptions.
People have questioned. Yes, I know. Wait, people have questioned the pictures.
Yes.
More pictures have since come out. It's not as if we are, as if we are on trial. We have to convince everyone the governor is doing very well,
You don't
because
have
he is.
to.
Wait, excuse me. Excuse me, ma'am.
Mr.
He's
Bello.
having. He's recuperating.
Mr. Bello, we have time constraints,
Oh.
so please bear with us. Now, he is a Taraban, and he's saying, what is wrong with our governor, even from his sick bed, saying to his people, I understand you're praying for me, and I'm telling you I am recuperating. Keep praying for me. I wish you all the best while I'm away.
But here's the good news.
They want to see their governor. They
Yeah.
want to hear him. What's wrong with that?
No, there's nothing wrong with that. And the good news is that will happen. In no time, that will happen. For now, the governor, as much as possible, and as much as we are using the other levers of power, like the information apparatus available to us, we are telling everybody that the governor is doing very well. And there are clear evidences. And we like their concern. I mean, this is maybe an act of love. We respect that. We respect their prayers, but we're asking them to continue to pray. And that the governor is doing very well. There are places where nobody is even talking about anyone that is absent. Nobody is talking about it. But we are not even doing that.
Do you blame the people for not believing every word you say?
Oh, no.
We have gone through this before.
No, I can understand. Like I say, I can understand their concern. I can
to
understand
see,
their
they
worries.
want to hear.
But we are not stopping at anything. We are throwing up evidences. And like I say, we are not on trial, really. But we recognize their concern, and we are saying that if their concerns are on two levels, first, the level of whether governance is going on in Taraba because they are from Taraba, we are saying yes, governance is going on and going on beautifully well. So now the other level of concern is where is their governor? We say their governor is doing well.
Was seen going up and downstairs and jogging and all that, but all of that never happened. We were told all that. So do you blame the people for wanting to let us see with our own korokoro eyes and let us hear with our own ears?
Very soon the governor will be back in the country.
Sorry,
you will get to see him. Everyone will get to see him.
Sorry, before you do, let me ask specific questions. I like specific questions and I like straightforward answers. It helps a lot of Nigerians to be able to focus their minds. Now, you will be seeing the governor very soon, you said. And when you do, would we have any photograph of you in his presence to say that, yes, I have been there, I'm sitting next to the governor, and here is a picture of him. Yes, he's in bed, he's got whatever it is the doctors have got around him, but he's alive. Would you do that?
I would love to do that, and I would love to also...
Would you do that?
I would do that. I would do that. I would do that.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. Like I say, we are not actually... going out of our limits to just convince the whole world that, look, Governor Tambaba is doing very well. And that is the mistake that some other people will do and actually talk to wagging. But we're saying, as far as we know, I've spoken to the governor. A whole lot of people have visited Germany and they've spoken to the governor. The pictures are out there. People have even questioned the pictures. Take Sarah reporters, for instance, that started with the story of the governor being dead. They started with him being dead. Then they went to say he's being brain damaged. Their story have radically changed now to say that no, he has injuries. The truth is that Governor Tambaba did not sustain any brain injury and he didn't have any spinal cord injury. And that's why you see his evidence in those pictures.
Okay, let me ask you the question that a lot of people from Taraba State and in Nigeria are asking. When was the last time your office or any office of government in Taraba State released any statement to indicate that this is the state of well-being of the existing Governor Dambaba Santai? When was the last time?
We do it every time. In fact, the latest was when the acting governor was presenting the budget. And it doesn't get better than the acting governor talking about the state of the health.
What was the statement released at that time?
Yeah, what he said while making his budget speech was that the governor is doing very well. He will soon be back. And that he's presenting this budget on the behalf of the governor that we're all awaiting, and that we're awaiting him very soon. The mood in Taraba is that a whole lot of people know that the governor is doing very well. Our distractors are very, I don't know, sometimes part of it is mischief, but of course they're also concerned. The truth is that the governor is doing very well, and he will soon be back. All we're asking people to exercise is a little patience. A man, look at the miracle of it. The miracle of it is that there was a plane crash. The governor survived this plane crash. He came out with what we will just call minor bruises. Nigerians should first celebrate this miracle.
Minor bruises cannot keep you in hospital for how long?
January, 3 months.
Sir, if you have an Okada accident, you sitting here, and you have an Okada accident,
yes,
you probably will be out for, let's say, for the better part of 4 months.
But
he had
that
a
would
plane
not
crash.
be minor
He
bruises.
came down. He fell from a plane. We've seen plane crashes in this country.
Commissioner, that would not be minor bruises.
But what we're saying is that Nigeria should appreciate the fact that this is a plane crash. The fact that the governor survived and his aides, 2 of his aides are back already in the country. I hope you know that they are back and they're with their families in Jalingo. One, of course, is still is with the governor there. What I'm saying is that Nigerians should appreciate the fact that we have a miracle on our hand, that somebody survived a plane crash. The other thing is to exercise patience. He is undergoing a treatment and he's doing very well. From the pictures that were released, it's actually a miracle that someone who had a plane crash, who came out of those kind of situations. Everybody know about plane crashes. And as if God was trying to emphasize something, we saw a plane crash involving a governor in this country. We are not rejoicing in any way over the fall of another person, but we also, that actually magnified the quantum of the miracle that we experienced.
But do you know that
we are pleading with Nigerians to be patient?
Commissioner, you know that what will solve this problem is for people to see. Channels Television will be happy to come with you whenever you're going to Germany, and we'll send a reporter and a camera crew. They will go with you, and we will come back with something that sure. Will you agree to that?
I would love to take Channels with me, and I'm welcoming this.
So we have your word on this.
You have my word that Channels will come with me when I'm going.
So we will be happy to do that.
Yes, I will be happy to go with Channels.
You were going to add something.
Yes, he just said what I wanted to say.
Yes.
You see, if you read the Nation newspaper of day before yesterday, thereabout, you would have seen the picture of the governor with the Plateau State governor, Jonah David Jang. They were holding themselves. It's there. The newspaper, the Nation newspaper. Mm-hmm. Jonah Jang visited him and both of them snapped. There are photographs of people who have seen the governor. I am not here to defend Dambaba Suntei or anything. I am here to say the truth and the facts as I know it. The governor, as far as the information I have is concerned, is doing well. He is recuperating. The governor have not spoken to the public because of the medical advice of his doctors. They don't politicize things there. And what those who manage...
How did you come by this information?
Good. I have communicated with the governor.
Are you the governor's lawyer?
I am the governor's lawyer.
Oh, okay.
The governor has many lawyers, not only me. I have communicated with the governor, and and I have communicated with those who are managing him, including his wife. Okay. The doctors who are regulating the treatment of the governor do not want him to go into state matters for now. This is a medical issue. This is the truth that must be told. If the governor is even left on his own volition, the governor will speak to the public. The governor called me from Germany on the 1st of January of this year. He called me and wished me a happy new year. We spoke for almost 6 minutes. And luckily, when he called me, the ADC to the governor of Abia State, who happens to be my kinsman, came to visit me with his wife. And he was sitting by my side. When
so
we
he's
spoke,
a witness.
He's a witness. And he even collected the governor's number and said that he will make good to forward to his own boss, should in case he wants to speak to him. So the truth is that nobody is hiding anything. The governor had a plane crash. It is a fact. It is known. The governor is receiving treatment in a German hospital. And the report so far, the governor is doing well. I think that it is too early and it is unfair for people to making unjust conclusions without facts or evidence. First, just like the commissioner said, they said he was dead. They degenerated from that, and they said he had brain injuries. He degenerated from that. They say he suffered memory loss. They've degenerated from that now. They say he has minor injuries. So this oscillation, like a wall clock, cannot help but it's just insightful. The governor is recuperating well, and the acting governor, who is carrying out his functions, is doing quite well. and the state is running. Good, they think they are lucky. Both the State House of Assembly, the acting governor, the executive, the judiciary, and all, they are working very well. The acting governor the other day swore in the chief judge of the state. He presides over the executive council, and they are working harmoniously.
Yes, that is why I say I feel that the concern of most people are on two levels. First, is there good governance going on in Taraba? I will say yes. Even in the governor's absence, we have good governance. The state is running smoothly well. You will not, if you step into Jalingo, the state capital, you will not even believe that the governor is out. So I understand the concern of Taraba. The state is doing very well. They shouldn't be worried about that. Contracts are still going on. All the projects we are running in the state are still going on. That's one level of the concern. The other level is, how is the governor doing? And we've thrown everything at people. We've said, like you said, we've related how, and the man is recuperating in a hospital. Common sense, and then goodwill says that at least you should respect the person who is ailing in the hospital. But we've gone out of that. The governor has, like you said, the governor of Plateau State posts in photographs with him. These are all attempts to tell people that, look, the governor is doing very well. Sometimes you begin to wonder what really is the concern. If you're really concerned about the governor and his well-being, and you want him to return, so you continue praying.
Okay.
The good thing is that he's coming back soon.
Okay, just as we're wrapping up, there are loads of questions coming out from Twitter, but I will just take one of them just before we wrap up and you make your final statement. The gentleman here is saying that the governor was asked not to fly a plane, and he was warned about flying that day. Will that be true? That's a statement on Twitter.
So did he say who warned him?
He didn't say who. He's just saying that there was a warning that he should not have been flying that plane. I don't know whether it's weather or something, but is it true?
Yeah, well, I'm not into avionics and aviation matters. I wouldn't know who warned who or not.
But was there any warning? Have you heard of any?
No, I don't know of anybody warning the governor not to fly. But let's say that the governor is a qualified pilot.
Yes.
He read pharmacy from the university. Governor Damba is a pharmacist.
Yes.
Then he's a pilot. He studied that, and he's had successful flights. And the fact that Governor Dambaba was able to land this plane, it crashed, but at least he survived, and his aide survived too. It says something about maybe his expertise in flying. I only know about. We believe it's divine intervention, but at the same time, a little bit of expertise actually played out here.
Okay.
So I only know who warned him and why he was warned.
Okay, we do have to wrap up now. What's your final statement? What will be your final word to people of Taraba and Nigerians as a whole?
First, for the people of Taraba, especially those that are outside, is that their state is running very well. Where the acting governor is doing a fantastic job. That is one. Two, the governor will soon be back. He's recuperating. He's doing very well. I speak with him, like the lawyer said, he spoke with him. He's speaking to a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people who have visited him in Germany. I'll be going to. And he is doing very well. The governor, and I like their concern, the governor is doing very well. He will soon be back. They should be patient. This is a plane crash and not an automobile, accident or maybe just a fall. The man fell from, there was a plane crash. He survived it, and he survived it very well. And the other good news is that his wife gave birth to twins, Hassan and Hussein. It's one.
At the end of the year.
Yes, at the end of the year. So for our trouble, God gave us double, like we like to say.
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
then. Thank you very much. We've been looking at developments in Taraba State, and we had the pleasure of the company of the Commissioner for Information, Culture and Tourism, Mr. Emmanuel Bello, as well as that of Barrister John Okezie.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen, for